How's it going, everyone? You know who it is. It's Soul Tigress here with some short stories for you. So, the winner of these short stories is going to be Aquarius, Leo, but something different for third place. Third place actually was tied with 3. There was nothing I could do about it. All 3 cards fell and hit the table at the same time. So, there's something here that all 3 are dealing with. And that's going to be Virgo, Aries, and Scorpio. So for Aquarius, it was the Traveler, aka the Fool. For Leo, it was the Sun card. For Virgo, it was the 10 of Coins. For Aries, it was the Tower. And for Scorpio, the 6 of Cups. And what I get with the last 3 is out in the cold, stuck in one way of thinking. So with the short stories, it's quick, it's easy, try and make it painless. So let's get started for Aquarius. First 3 cards out for Aquarius. What is it? Ancestors, spirit guides, divine and universal energy that Aquarius frequency needs to know. So first thing that's on top is financial constraints. And what does it fall upon? A man holding a coin, or a person holding a coin. And what we don't see is 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So the reason why I say it's a person holding a coin is because it doesn't have to be man or woman. What we have is a progressive type of currency here. With the Archangel Gabriel, that talks about a lot of communication. If you think about the stories with Gabriel, he was bringing direct messages from the divine to other people. Now, this financial constraints, I think, is the thing that is blocking the communication here. This progressive communication that could definitely bring in some new things. And one of the skills I always tell my children is develop your communication skills. What I've noticed with people with well-developed communication skills, they're able to open more doors for themselves in life. But let's take a deeper dive. Let's see what it is. What is the plot behind the 5th chakra? 5th chakra, I don't think that I mentioned this, but of course it's throat chakra. So when in balance, it's expression, creativity, it is clear communication and confidence in speaking. What is the plot behind this 5th chakra? That has to do with a lot of others. We have, oh wow, I was not expecting that. So we have a 2 of Cups here in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse. So we're not finding matching fulfillment. Matching fulfillment when it comes to others with this 3 of Cups and upright. Or our ideal kind of communities. What we're not seeing is the strength. That we have this strength, that we can develop this type of thing within us, that we can change the way that we communicate or the way that we communicate with others to help bring in more things for us. Let's go ahead and keep going. So what's the plot behind the man holding the coin? Well, plain and simple, 1 card. It's the Tower. This Tower talks about the fulfillment that you've had trying to find these matching energies. Could be in people, places, of course, but it's gonna be in different kind of communities that you've been among. Whether it's friend communities, it could be family communities, not talking about like any kind of incest, because you don't need to have a sexual relationship with everyone that you meet that meets you at an equal playing field. That's not what that's about. Two of Cups is two people that match each other but can bring in different things too. So remember, I don't do the love tarot, but I can't help what comes out. And I'm not feeling like it's always in like a love realm, in a sense where you're looking for that Fabio kind of thing. I really feel like this is really trying to find a place that you can find success in. It's a lot of emotional success. Somewhere, it's almost like somewhere where you can comfortably put your head down to rest, or know that it's a place that's secure, that will have your back, that has stability. And this Tower moment is getting through whatever emotional waters that there has been surrounding you, about being able to find something that is matching, that is fulfilling when it comes to community-based stuff. What is the plot behind the financial constrictions? Ooh. I have this Queen of Coins. Kind of lands on that man holding the coin. Again, it's being able to find that even kind of partnership where the flow is matching. The stability is matching. You could be a person who has certain morals, certain ethics, and you would like to find another matching in that kind of things, whatever it is that you've been trying to find in these communities. Then I have a Two of Wands over this Tower. And what I have is you're not sure how to manifest that direction or which way to go. But what I'm seeing is it comes down to communication. You got to get out there and you got to start talking about things, communicating for those opportunities. Sometimes it's word of mouth, depending on where you're at. When you ask people questions, then you start to get answers. But if you're always sitting back, then you never get any answers. Quick example for myself, when I was looking for employment opportunity, I noticed that there was a pattern, and when I moved in a different way, it seemed like I could find better pay than if I would have stood in just this same direction. But I wasn't sure, so what I did is I went out and I started talking to some people about it, getting their insights, getting their experience of being in the area a whole lot longer. So there may be something here that you need to get up and you need to go create some communication, going and talking to some people. All right, so let's see, what is the advice for the past self? Past self advice. It could be as simple as sending off the email first, opening the communications or the lines of communications first. It's what it gives me is taking the initial step, not waiting for people to take the step for you. And then I had this fall out on the bottom or on the floor in reverse, and this is rebirth. Reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. So the doubts that surround the past things, past failures, past kind of attempts that weren't fulfilled in a sense, we got to see it from a different direction. We got to see it from the direction of us reinventing ourselves by taking that initial step, Aquarius. What is the advice for present self? Oh. So present self is you need to open up to this and not be at odds ends with it is possibility. So here in the present, raise your standards, elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. This fell a little bit towards this rebirth, the strength in the community. I mean, it could really say that these fulfillments of the past that were more draining, people, places, things, you know, that's what's dimming your light, is thinking that everything's not, or everything's like that, and not seeing in the other possibilities that are around. And what we have here is the light. Count your blessings, enjoy life, take pleasure in simple things, always expect the best. You got to get out of confusion about this. I think that this is what holds up Aquarius being able to go off into another direction, finding better things, but it also holds up you being fully done with whatever this unfulfillment was. You have to let it go in order to make room for something new. Alright, so what is the advice for future self for Aquarius? What is the advice? We got 2 cards here. A lot of it's coming onto this community and this strength. Imagination, envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. See yourself there. Start not acting, but being the person who is already there. I'm not saying fake the funk. But if you want others to break bread with you, you got to start breaking bread with yourself. And sometimes that comes at elevating your standards. When you elevate those standards and you see your value, then you're not going to go back to things that devalue you. Ooh. Here we have flow. Find an easier path forward. Surrender the outcome. Release your expectations. That's where we get tangled up in this past, is we expect others, people, places, and things to behave one way when the reality of them wasn't that way. And that could hang us up in a sense, because then we start to go about it. Well, was it my fault? Was I expecting too much? Were they really right on the things that they were doing that felt like it went so against my morals and my beliefs? When you can actually get out and start talking to more people, seeing other places, viewing things from other people's experiences, you may learn some new things, and it might just help bring in a breath of fresh air for you into what you're doing, where you want to go, the success you want to have. All right, Aquarius, this is going to conclude it. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope you enjoyed your short story. All right. Thank you, ancestors and spirit guides and angels for the Aquarius frequency. Thank you for coming in with those positive messages, but also having the patience to fill out what Aquarius is telling as well. Thank you. All right. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides for the Leo frequency. It is your turn. What is it that needs to come out for the Leo community? What is it that we need to take into consideration before giving the positive messages? Thank you. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and get started. I have this one crazy hair like right there. All right. Divine and universal energy. What is it that needs to come out? What are the first 3 cards for this introduction for Leo? All right, so we have the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So we're dealing with some crown chakra energy right here. And let's go ahead and we're going to take it up here. Give me a second so I can read what Uriel represents. Archangel Uriel, utmost wisdom, who gave people alchemical knowledge. This angel is the archangel of salvation. One can obtain intellectual insights, practical solutions, and creative ability by addressing this archangel. So wisdom, light, and truth of God. One of the most influential angels. Light and thunder. A lot of crown chakra here. So far we have a Leo who is kind of at odds ends with the guiding messages that they have coming in. Could be that they're seeing, it could be synchronicities kind of thing. That's what I'm hearing. Something that Leo's not seeing is how to be done with some deceit. They don't know how to, they feel like grasp it. But what I have this Archangel Uriel saying is you don't know how to let it go. Man, I don't like it when somebody gets over on me. I'm not gonna lie, it leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. I don't like it. I work hard. I work very hard, and I feel like that's the Leo here. They've worked hard, and they can't understand why it's worked out this way. So we could be dealing with some anxieties, not really understanding that this situation, whatever is rooted with the deceit, is feeding the anxieties. We could probably be feeling like the anxieties are coming from somewhere else. Then I have 2nd chakra here, Archangel Ariel. And with this one, with Ariel in particular, let's see. Angel of Nature. They oversee protection and healing of animals and plants, as well as the care of Earth's elements. Goddess in the world, or goodness in the world. Angel of manifestation, abundance, and prosperity. And then we have Archangel. There's that one. But then we have Archangel Metatron. Now, Metatron was the one who was a human who was able to ascend to the heavens. Metatron keeps the book of life. Metatron is a very, very powerful archangel. And that's your only archangel that's an upright. So what that tells me is that you've made a decision, Leo, but you're not seeing how you're still holding on to it. You're not seeing how being pissed off about what happened is what's keeping you out of balance. Is what's blocking up your higher guidance. It's what's blocking the healing as well for yourself. But again, you are very solid that you know you have to make a change. All right, so let's see what's going on. So what is the plot What is the plot? Let's see. What is the plot behind the deceit? Alright. Deceit has the Hermit here. And the higher guidance with the deceit and the Archangel Ariel is being able to really trust in yourself. Trust in yourself when it comes time to pick up and go from things that are not aligned for you, that are not bringing in that matching energy. What is the plot behind Archangel Uriel? So the higher guiding messages have to do with a very developed, passionate, charismatic energy that they want you to hold on to. They don't want you to overspend it. They don't want you to make rash decisions when it comes to things. When we put an end to things, we can come down so hard on so many things that we actually lose out on a lot. And Leo, this is what your guides are trying to tell you, is just stop, take a breath, and let's understand where this kind of rash decision making is coming from. If it's coming from anxieties, then how can we slow down? How can we slow down and be able to go within ourselves? Be able to take a look at it from a different direction. What is the plot behind anxieties? Confusion. What is it confusion on? The memory. The memory of this situation. What is the plot behind Archangel Ariel? Second chakra. Joy, passion, healthy relationships. Creativity. When this angel, this energy is out of balance, it lack of creativity, emotional instability, sexual dysfunction, and fear of change. And what we have right here is the Hanged Man. Hung up in the belief of only one way of seeing things. I get that one way of seeing things is there's no light way to put this, but it's like a depressed view. What I get is Eeyore, that character from Winnie the Pooh, who was just like always having stuff happen to him. Their home was like the least built up home out of everyone's home. Like, it really felt like life had it out for Eeyore. And as I say all this, I really feel like this is what Leo feels like. And Leo comes to tears. Almost to tears when they think about it, when they think about what happened, when they think about how they were strung along for so long, or even how they were stringing themselves along to try and not have to pick up and go somewhere else. It was like they really tried their best. They did their best trying to make it secure with this person, place, or things, doing everything within their power, but it didn't work. It didn't stop the deceit. It didn't stop the foul behavior of these others. And Leo, you have to understand that that's what's holding up your healing. You're doing yourself no favors, because What they did has nothing to do with you. They are their own bodies, their own minds, and their own free wills. You feel this so deeply because you care, not cared. Even if it's 20-something years later, you still care so much. Alright, let's keep going. 6th chakra, Metatron. What is the plot behind Metatron here? Oh, okay. Metatron energy here, being able to extend our Wheel of Fortune, the outcomes of the past, where we had to pick up and go, seeing how we had to take care of things. What I get is this decision to stop dealing with these others. It didn't come very easily. It was not easy to pick up and go. It was not easy to choose your responsibilities, your sole responsibilities, the responsibilities that are mandatory for you to take care of. It wasn't easy to pick up and go because it left others behind. In a sense, it leaves others behind, and you know that, or you don't know, you feel that your absence is going to take from them. It's going to be somehow less giving. They're not going to be as full. They're not going to have as much. And you're very upset about that. You're very upset. It makes you feel even more like you are unsuccessful. So with this 6th chakra, this 6th chakra's third eye, it's intuition, it's clarity, it's insight, it's imagination. When this chakra's out of balance, it's lack of insight, poor imagination, nightmares, low concentration. What happens if you looked at this situation instead of always seeing it on what you're taking from it? What did this situation take from you? Because you were guided to this for a reason, but you're sitting here only looking at it from feeling like the bad guy. How can you see it as being the hero in your story for you? So a lot of times we want to rush in and save everybody else, but we forget about that we have to save our damn selves first. Excuse me. We always put ourselves last, and we want to be the hero for everyone else. When is it time to be our hero? Alright, so let's go ahead and get some advice. What is the advice for Leo's past self? Past self for Leo. What is it? I get so worked up. I get so worked up because I've came so far on my healing journey as well. And you will be amazed at how much is put out there that we have to care about everything and everyone else first before ourselves. And a lot of people don't see it's that very concept in life that has us worn out. Is that very concept in life that has us so drained, so broken down physically, so broken down mentally, that we feel like we can never have anything better, when that is not the case. So what we have for past self-advice for Leo is compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. Again, you made the decision that you made for a reason. being open to being able to be gentle with yourself for making that decision. There was something here that wasn't right for you. Be gentle with yourself, but even when you start to look at things on why you made that decision, be gentle when it comes to reflecting on these others. Because remember, it's these memories that keep these anxieties all in every which way, which you're not recognizing. Awareness. Live in the moment. Be conscious of your thoughts. Look for signs and guidance. That's one of the biggest things, is being able to be present in the present. You can't do anything right now for the future, and you can't go back and change the past. How can you make this moment better? By simply living in it. When you find your mind wandering to these matches that weren't matches, the fact that you had to get up and go, that you had to trust in yourself, even though you feel like you're taking away so much, how can you just bring it back to this moment? Being in the moment of you driving from one location to another, you be in the moment of even doing dishes, being in the moment of bathing yourself, being in the moment of eating your meal. It's hard to do. It is hard to do, but I'll tell you what, that meal tastes even better when you're in the moment of it. Dance. Move your body to music. Dance with the rhythm of life. Manifest your dreams through dance. And this lands on the Queen of Wands energy. That charisma, that creativity, that passion. What I'm hearing is shake, shake, shake it off. Let loose. Live a little. Feel what it's like to be able to move without the constraints of this situation in the present moment. That's what I'm getting. Feel how you can breathe easier. Feel how you can go throughout your day, and it's not as heavy as when you were in the depths of dealing with this situation. All right, so last card. What is the future self advice for Leo? Ooh, one card. Yes. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now this is talking about future alignments. Where are you gonna pick up and go kind of thing. Magic. Make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. Future self's advice is, believe again. Believe again. When you start to think about your future self, believe in what you can achieve and see it. See you living it. See you being in it. See you projecting it. Because it is possible, Leo. You just gotta make it through this little sticky mess right here. It's okay that you care so much. That's not a crime. It's not a bad thing. That means you were being authentic. You were really trying to help out. You had compassion. You had empathy. You had a charisma in here that was here to help others. It was about these others. And that takes a person with a big heart. Don't let these others fool you into being closed off, into you not being able to get to where you want to be. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them think that what you really want isn't achievable, or the experience of dealing with whatever this situation was. All right, Leo community. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I hope you have a most wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Ooh, and don't forget to thank your angels, ancestors, the spirit guides, divine and universal energy as well for coming in and hanging out for y'all, okay? All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right. Alright, thank you, ancestors, angels, and guides for the Leo frequency. Thank you for coming in and helping out. Alright, let's go. Alright, so I'm going to call in the Virgo, Aries, and Scorpio. Ancestors, angels, as well as their guides. Come on in. I've had a 3-for-1 deal happening right now. I haven't had this happen before, so I am fully open to this experience. Thank you for your help, your guidance, as well as your protection from any negative energy that wants to intrude in. Divine and universal energy, thank you for your presence. For the Virgo, Aries, and Scorpio frequency. Alright, how's it going? I got a 3-for-1 deal right here with Virgo, Aries, and Scorpio. That was so interesting how y'all came out like that. I couldn't deny it though. I cannot deny it. So let's go ahead and get started with the first 3 cards. What is going on? What is going on? Divine and universal energy. What is it that we need to know for the Virgo, for the Aries, and for the Scorpio frequency? Alright, so we have a few things. First thing that comes out is we're definitely feeling all tied up here. All tied up. Not sure how to communicate. What are we not sure how to communicate? Maybe we're not sure of the divine messages that are coming in and trying to communicate with us. Does it have to do with some kind of contract? Some kind of agreement, some kind of partnership that is out of balance, could be expired, something that we don't want to see though. Another thing we don't want to see is the temple path. What I get here is to be able to walk on the templed path. Maybe communicating. Again, with those higher up energies, it could be directly communicating with your ancestors. With your guides, with divine, with angels. What it is there's definitely a block to getting up into this type of communication. This divine communication. Maybe it's be able to communicate in a more divine way. Not sure, but let's go ahead and check out what's going on. So, What is the plot for All Tied Up? All Tied Up has to do with the contracts. We have the Chariot. Movement. Fast movement to this expiration date. Fast movement. Somebody's been maybe a fast talker about it as well. Or maybe there have been warning signs from the divine. Again, but we've been too tied up. What is the clarification card behind the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel? Fun fact about Gabriel, Gabriel always brought in messages from the divine themselves. Whether you want to call him the creator, God, or whatever name you want to give him. Unlimited energy. It just depends on you. I'm non-dominant. But this is a middle person who brings in that higher up communication directly to us people here. And what I have is a Queen of Pentacles. For some reason, where we're at, we have stability there, but there's a sense of overgrownness. And we have a 4 of Cups. Are we communicating that overgrownness, or are we feeling like we're out on our own? It's a lot of one person energy here. So what I get is we got a person who's doing a lot of the work, a lot of the manifesting, a lot of the hoping, a lot of the praying that it could work, that this, whatever it is gonna work. But I got somebody here who I feel like is just trying to swim against the current. They're swimming upstream when it's causing more work for them. What is the plot behind the contracts? The plot behind the contracts comes about trying to get things done. And it can be trying to get things done with others, trying to do things that others are doing, trying to have the success that others have. Okay, but all of this comes out in reverse. So what this tells me is, again, it's not these others, it's just yourself here. For the Virgo, Scorpio, and Aries, it's just yourself that's putting in all this work, but at the same time, it's bankrupting you. It's bankrupting your energy. It's bankrupting the places that you could go with others, in a sense. What is the plot behind the Templed Path in reverse? It's finding a balance between these others, between what you bring in, what you bring to the table. And I have this Temperance here. Temperance, that's Sagittarius, that's manifesting stuff. Sagittarius is saying, as I see, a lot of Sagittarius energy is searching for meaning, finding the truth. So right here, to get to that Temple Path, what does it mean to you to get there? What does it mean for you to want to sit in a certain place, sit with certain people around you? What does it mean to you? And then, can you find the truth in it? Can you find that it's possible to have this in this situation? Or can you find that it's possibly expired with this situation? Because a lot of it's only you doing the work here. I don't see anybody else doing the work. All right, so what is it for Virgo, Aries, and Scorpio? What is the past self advice? Past self advice comes at looking back at these disappointments, rushing to one kind of view. Expansion, spread your wings and soar. Share your message and shine your light. Show the world what you're made of. So it's saying do the direct opposite when you reflect into this past, when you reflect onto where you wanted to go. It's saying that it's time to expand. It's time to go. It's time to take the leap and the bound to get there instead of staying stuck and harboring on whatever's not working out here. What is the advice for present self? Ooh, that lands right on that expansion. Compassion, be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. Definitely go check out that new moon, full moon interpretation this time around. New moon in Aquarius, full moon in Leo. Because it directly talks about being able to set ourselves free from the past. Especially the past that we hold against ourselves. And I'm feeling like this is kind of what this is reflecting on. Forgiving yourself for harboring there for too long. Forgiving yourself of the mistakes that have happened. Forgiving yourself of not even understanding why it worked out the way it worked out. When you stay at odds ends with how things work out, when you stay confused on how things work out, that is you bankrupting your future. Because you don't give time to focus on where you want to go because you're too busy focusing on where you've been. Alright, so what is the advice for future self for Virgo, Aries, and Scorpio? Oh. Aww. Aww. Leo got this too. Magic. Make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. And it dug itself under the Four of Cups. And I really wanted to touch on these two right here. 10 of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Six of Wands, a lot of times Six of Wands, you have a very popular person that a lot of people follow. They look up to. Somebody here for these signs, Virgo, Aries, and Scorpio, they really want to have a good balance with the people that are around them, the energies that are around them. They would like people to see them in a different light. And it could be that not a lot of people know about what happened in your past, decisions you made in your past, but you're the one who's wearing that past on your shoulders. And so you see yourself as not being that stand-up kind of person that others could look up to. Conquering your fears of this past, conquering the anxieties of the past is what's going to set you free and is the very thing that could give to you. The very thing that could help bring in such a stability that when you see others going through it, you're able to help them out. You're able to help them understand. Whether it's just listening for a moment or maybe giving an insight. But first, you have to conquer your stuff. First, you have to do that work to get there. Because you're pretty amazing, I'll tell you that. You are beautiful. You are amazing. And it doesn't say that you're not successful here. I see a lot of being able to move on your own for Virgo, Aries, and the Scorpio in this story, that no matter how you felt about these contracts, how tied up you are in it, you still managed to get stuff done on your own. You've still managed to find success on your own, but it's only been in the outer world kind of image. It's not here really felt yet. That takes work. That takes work, and it takes opening up to healing, opening up to untying yourself, opening up to when things have expired and they no longer deem our attention anymore. All right, so thank you, Virgo, Aries, and Scorpio, for hanging out. And don't forget to thank your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, as well as divine and universal energy, for coming in and helping out with the short stories. And I hope you have a most wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.